of Ghanaian independence from the British colonial rule. And there we have the arrival of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Conspicuously missing today, Captain, is the horses. I haven't seen the horses today. It's part of the restrictions.
Yes, we just don't want to have too many people flood the seat of government or the Jubilee House. That is how come this year's parade you didn't see the horses or even the military vehicles that we used to parade. You didn't see any.
And the president in his all-white attire, adorned with the Ghanaian colors on his collar and on his sleeves as well. We see the Ghanaian colors also around his breast pocket area. Well, I'm sure later we will be clamoring to find out who the designer of that shirt is, but national anthem at the moment. And that was the national anthem. The president's getting the full compliments. Again, when the vice president arrived, we saw that he was given an abridged version of that. Captain, you explained that usually that's what happens.
Yes. The president is always entering the pledge now.
To be faithful, loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers. And I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. You're most welcome, Mr. President.
The President of the Republic has now been welcomed to the parade grounds here at the forecourt of the Jubilee House, and he is currently has taken his seat. We will now have the, of course, such ceremonies. We usually have the traditional prayers, the Muslim prayers, and the Christian prayer as well. We will soon witness all these prayers performed.
No traditional prayer.
Okay, I understand we won't have the traditional prayers this year, but obviously there will be prayers by all means, and after that we will then witness the lighting of the perpetual flame by the President of the Republic, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. And there will be a silent drill with a mass band. Of course, again, we will have the national salute and the 21-gun salute and fly past by the Air Force. 21-gun salute. Usually we hear about that, but what's the significance, especially on such occasions?
The significance of gun salutes actually is the highest form of, let's say, compliment given to a head of state or for the celebration of an anniversary. So in this case, as we celebrate our 64th independence anniversary, the 21 gun salute is fired to commemorate or to signify the importance of this day, and as a highest form of compliment as well.
All right, so the opening prayers have just been announced by the MC for the occasion, and so we'll listen to the prayers at this point.
Independence Day celebration, give our president divine wisdom to lead this country. We pray that he will serve and revere you by his words and actions. We humbly ask that you guide and bless his effort to unify our country. Oh Allah, we are facing immense challenges in the health sector, worsened by pandemic and financial hardship. Navigate our country through all the obstacles and counter success. Ya Allah, continue to bestow upon our country your infinite blessings and bounties. Protect it, preserve it.
But we may want to break it down even further for
Oh Allah, grant our speaker, our members of parliament, and all in position of responsibility, the guidance of your spirit.
especially on occasions such as it's difficult for the microphones to pick the sound as the commander of the parade was inviting the president. However, that short ceremony is over and the president is now making his way to light the perpetual flame. Seeing this take place at the Black Star Square, and this is the first time we are having to see the perpetual flame lighted here at the Jubilee House. Because again, this is the first time the ceremony is being held here at the Jubilee House, the seat of government, due to the restrictions brought upon us by the coronavirus pandemic. Yes.
Okay, so let me make a quick one here. During the week, let's say on Thursday, the president actually confirmed the appointment and subsequent promotion of the CDS. You know, he took over on the 5th of November
In an acting capacity.
6th February in an acting capacity from Lieutenant General Acquah. And during the week on Thursday, the president affirmed his appointment as the substantive chief of the defense staff, and he was promoted to the rank of vice admiral. And
there we have the president currently lighting the perpetual flame. The flame is yet to pop up. I'm sure it will come up in a few minutes as the president attempts to do so.
Because of the wind.
Yes, there we have it. There we have it.
The rank of vice admiral, making him the senior most, a 3-star general in the Ghana Armed Forces.
Wow.
Yes.
Right. And of course, we've seen a number of changes to the ceremony this year. Obviously, the absence of the school children is one thing no one can miss on this occasion, but also because the president, together with his aide-de-camps on this special occasion, the CDS and the IGP are not riding that very special presidential vehicle which has been designed for occasions such as this, because the numbers here have been reduced drastically, and this ceremony promises to be a very short and brief ceremony as well. So we'll have then another national salute, and then the 21-gun salute, and fly past by the Air Force pretty shortly.
Yeah, the national salute is actually going to come after the drill display, by the contingents on parade. It's a very spectacular display. I'm sure viewers will really love to see what display is going to take place.
You may want to give us a peek into what the silent drill display might look like and its significance even as we wait. We see the parade commander marching towards the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces again. He's done with that now.
Yes, he actually asked permission to carry on with the rest of the parade, and he has been granted permission by the President of the Republic and the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. I would also like to say our MC for this morning's ceremony is in the person of Flight Lieutenant Elizabeth Fadila Salifu from the Ghana Armed Forces Public Relations Directorate. So in a moment we're going to experience or view the drill display by the contingents on parade.
The drill display, is that what lay persons would usually call the march past?
Okay.
That's what we have used to see, especially on days such as what we are witnessing today.
Yes, the march past is actually when we march along the designated path on the Black Star Square,
right,
through in front of the days and salute the president. But actually this one, they actually using their weapons to display. And it's a spectacular view.
Okay, so we've started the drill display at this point in time, and these are men drawn from the Ghana Armed Forces.
Yes.
We're talking about the Army, the Navy,
the Air Force,
and the Air Force,
and then other sister security services, including the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana
Immigration Service,
and the Ghana Prison Service, the Ghana National Fire Service, the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Ghana Immigration Service, and the Ghana National Ambulance Service. They comprise the other security services doing this drill display with the personnel drawn from the Ghana Armed Forces. You see the color also on parade. The MC spoke about the colors on parade. Okay, so that's the drill display.
And the band is also formed by all these other security agencies from the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Navy, the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Air Force, the Ghana Ambulance Service, and all the other security agencies, including the Ghana Prison Service as well, and the Ghana Fire Service,
Ghana National Fire, and then the Ambulance Service, Ghana National Ambulance Service. So permit me, let me just give you the colors on parade this morning. We have the national color, and the one carrying the national color is in the person of Captain Maximus Owusu Pepra. He is carrying the national color, and then the one carrying the Ghana Army color is in the person of Lieutenant Kwesi Enyinakwa, while Naval Lieutenant Kenneth Opuku is carrying the Navy ensign, and then the color ensign for the Ghana Air Force is in the person of Flight Lieutenant Prince Mi Tekotegu. They are carrying the colors on parade this morning, and colors are just not carried on parade, they are actually escorted because of its significance. And because of the importance of colors, they are always protected by a detachment of elite soldiers referred to as color escorts. And the color escorts for today's ceremony are in the person of Staff Sergeant Hehiatro Gustav, Sergeant Eyim Frimpong Michael, Staff Sergeant Ovie Samuel, Petty Officer Class 1 Marshal Hagan, Petty Officer Class 2 Ashia Paul, Sergeant Ankra Samuel, and we have Sergeant Ajetwa Clement. They are actually the color escorts, escorting the color because of its importance. And then the band on parade this morning comprised of personnel drawn from the Ghana Armed Forces Mass Band and then the Ghana Police Service Band. They are under the command of Naval Lieutenant Theophilus Stanley Brock, and the band drum major is in the person of Sergeant Osei Patrick. So the drill display is over.
National anthem.
Yes, now we have another national salute. Then this is during the period where we witnessed the 21 gun salute
as well. All right.
And then the flight passed by the Ghana Air Force.
All right.
Yeah. Aircraft is also coming.
Wow, what a beautiful display. And the timeliness of all these activities is what baffles me. This means that a lot of preparation, and we've seen the fly past with the Ghana flag on that chopper flying past the Jubilee House in this very beautiful manner right after the 21 gun salute. This must have taken a lot of rehearsal to get the time into perfection.
Actually, we actually rehearsed this throughout the week. We actually rehearsed it throughout the week. And even after rehearsal, the Air Force took time to rehearse the time within which they take off and then within which they fly past.
And I also realized that the 21 gun shots happened within the time that the national anthem was being played.
Yes.
All timed to perfection.
Exactly.
And the chopper flew in right at the tail end of the 21st gun shot.
Yes.
It's amazing how you are able to do this to perfection.
That is actually the importance of rehearsals, as we always say. Once you rehearse, you get things right.
And this is the 64th Independence Parade live on GBC's networks, also provided for all other TV networks throughout the length and breadth of the country. And it's the first time the Independence Day Parade has been shifted to the Jubilee House, the seat of government, because of restrictions by COVID-19.
So in no time, the president will actually give his address his 64th Independence Day anniversary celebration address.
Of course,
Yes.
The Independence Day address by the President of the Republic, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, is next, and the President, who got re-elected on the 9th of, after the 7th December elections, the declaration was done on the 9th. His victory was challenged in courts. Just on the 4th of March, that's 2 days ago, the Supreme Court of Ghana ruled that indeed he won that election legitimately. The President of the Republic about to address the nation on the 64th anniversary celebrations of the Republic of Ghana. So he's waiting for the chopper that is still in the skies here at the Jubilee House to fly past, for the noise to reduce so he can begin. Okay, so President has started talking. Thanks doing this.
The shackles of colonialism and imperialism. We were the first nation in colonial Africa to gain our independence from the colonial power. Thus became the torchbearer of the struggle for liberation of the African continent. As we lowered the British Union Jack on the eve of 6 March 1957 and replaced it with our own, the iconic red, gold, green flag with the black star in the center. The mood of citizens of this newly minted state was one of unrestrained excitement and jubilation because of the prospects of what the future held for us. Later that night, at the old Polo Grounds, that vision of what an independent Ghana could be, that is a prosperous, progressive country, which was to be an active player in the affairs of the continent and the world, was eloquently laid bare by our historic first leader, Kwame Nkrumah. The world indeed took notice of us. We have the likes of Dr. Martin Luther King, Mrs. Corrector Scott King, Philip Randolph, Adam Clayton Powell, Ralph Bunche and Horace Mann, leaders of the American Civil Rights Movement, as well as U.S. Vice President Richard Nixon, present with us to commemorate the birth of our new nation. We were an example for the rest of Africa to follow. Not surprisingly, much was expected of the poster boy country. On 63 previous occasions, we have usually congregated in our capital of Accra, and recently in other locations around the country. Tamale in 2019 and Kumasi last year to celebrate our nation's independence. At these annual events, we have sought to express a deep consciousness of love for country and the importance of ensuring that we realize our potential as the Black Star of Africa. Year after year, we commit ourselves to ensuring that we work to lift the standard of living of the Ghanaian and help construct an economy that is capable of creating a society of opportunities for all. It's taken quite some time for us to get there, but I believe there is far more self-confidence among us Ghanaians today than there has been since the very early days of self-government, that we can make it if we work at it. Today, freedom and the cultivation of democratic values are strengthening our determination to bring into being a new Ghana that is neither pawn nor victim of the world order. A testament to the rule of law, respect for individual liberties, human rights, the principles of democratic accountability, and the dictates of social justice has deepened for our common benefit. Nevertheless, we recognize that the biggest challenge confronting us is to be able to put our country on the path of sustained progress and prosperity and enhance the well-being of every Ghanaian. Since 2017, a considerable amount of work has been undertaken to help us achieve this objective. Consistently for 3 successive years, our nation had one of the fastest growing economies in the world, leading us to become the largest destination of foreign direct investment in West Africa. Global automobile companies had either set up shop in Ghana or had experienced their desire to do so. The basic tenets of social justice, that is access to education and health care, were being guaranteed for all our people. We had become self-sufficient in food production, and for the first time in a long while, exported our surpluses to our neighbors. Sustained efforts through digitization were being made to formalize our economy, and we had hastened our critical journey of industrialization and value addition activities, whose result would be to create jobs for the teeming masses of Ghanaians. Successful Ghanaian diplomacy enabled the African Union to agree to the location here in Accra of the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area, arguably the most important initiative of the African Union since its foundation. This is the first time since independence that we've had the privilege of playing host to a major Pan-African institution. The single African market, which began trading on 1st January, will present Ghanaian enterprises and businesses with a huge opportunity for the rapid development of the Ghanaian and African economy. When the global pandemic of COVID-19 struck, it derailed our progress and wreaked havoc on all aspects of national life. Lives and livelihoods have been affected. The economy has suffered, and government has had to cushion households and businesses from the effects of the virus. If any more evidence were needed of the impact of COVID-19, the fact that this, the 64th Independence Day celebration, has had to be cancelled and substituted with essentially a virtual celebration is one of them. Collectively, my fellow Ghanaians, we all work to ensure a relatively favorable situation with respect to the virus when it first broke out. And as much as our active case count has recently risen, I appeal to all of you to help ensure its decline. We did that before, and we can do it again. Yes, the first vaccines have arrived in the country, and they have begun to be deployed. And I appeal passionately to each one of you to take the vaccine when it is your turn. But however, we cannot afford to let go of the enhanced hygiene and mask-wearing protocols which should define our way of living. These protocols have not only helped in the fight against COVID-19, but have also helped ensure that cholera, for example, is no longer a health concern. If we are to be successful in building a resilient Ghana, capable of withstanding in future external shocks such as COVID-19, then we must all put our shoulders to the wheel. Already, government has taken steps to revitalize and transform the economy, a process which is hinged on the 100 billion CD Ghana Cares Obatampa program, the linchpin of our drive towards the rapid industrial transformation of our economy, our main national priority. The Minister for Finance will this month, God willing, provide to Parliament further details on the measures to be taken to spur on the process of economic recovery. A year from now, the benefits of economic recovery will begin to show. A year from now, our quest to move Ghana to a situation beyond aid will be accelerated and our self-reliance enhanced. A year from today, we should regain our pride of place as one of the fastest growing economies not only in Africa, but also in the world. A year from now, we should be processing more and more of our raw materials to help create jobs for the millions of Ghanaian youths. A year from now, more and more Ghanaian children should be having access to education. A year from now, every district and region should have a hospital where residents will be able to have decent, affordable health care. Fellow Ghanaians, this is not beyond us. If we put our hearts and minds to it, we, who are the first to gain our independence in colonial Africa, can make it and protect our heritage and environment. Let us not allow our energies to be sapped by either the failures of the past or the challenges of today. Let us embrace today's challenges as opportunities for a brighter future. Let us redefine our sense of national responsibility and remove any doubt some may continue to have about our ability to manage our own affairs. Let us devote ourselves to the freedom and welfare of Mother Ghana. Albeit an arduous task, I am confident that with dedication, hard work, honesty, and integrity, we can fulfill the dreams and aspirations of the founding fathers of our nation, who envisaged us to be a dynamic, progressive, prosperous, and united nation. A nation that under God, in J.B. Danko's immortal words, cherished its ancient freedom. We must all step up and play significant roles in the development of Ghana, our motherland. Let us bequeath to our children, their children and generations on board, a nation of hope and opportunity, not one of despair and retrogression. With God on our side, we can unleash our considerable energies and make our own unique contribution to the growth of world civilization. Happy 64th Day Independence celebration to all of us, and may God bless us all and our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Distinguished guests, that was the 64th Independence Anniversary Address by the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
The President of the Republic, Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, just finished delivering the 64th Independence Anniversary Address, indicating that we should keep united as a country. Okay, the MC making some announcements.
All too soon, we have come to the end of the 64th Independence Day Parade. The parade commander will now ask permission to march off the parade.
So that was a swift and a fast one, not taking us to the afternoon or making the parade a very prolonged one. It was just a simple parade, simplified and modified.
Indeed, we're told that they will not travel beyond 1 hour.
Yes.
And we are within, it's just about 45 minutes ago since this parade started. And we are almost at the tail end of the parade now. The President, the parade commander seeking permission to march off
The parade.
the parade.
Yes.
And this is a very significant shift from what we have become so used to during celebrations and such parades.
We have no option. Coronavirus has actually changed the face of activities for us in these few days. So that's a national salute. before the president departs. Short, that's the band officer, the one in charge.
The national anthem has now been played. That means that effectively we've come to the end of the parade.
Yes.
And you were about to introduce just one of the persons, the key military figures who appeared on our screens a while ago.
Yeah, actually I was actually trying to say the band officer in charge of the band was in the person of Naval Lieutenant Stanley Theophilus Brock. He is actually in charge of the band, the mass band this morning. And the mass band comprises of the mass band of the Ghana Armed Forces and that of the Ghana Police, the band of the Ghana Police Service.
Right.
We wish to express our sincere gratitude to you all for your attendance today.
Okay, so the president leaving the premises, the forecourt of the Jubilee House, Mature 12.
The Director General of the Administration and the General Headquarters of the four Sergeant, Chief Officer, Railroad Officer, and Police Railroad Instructor. We also wish to express our gratitude to all who played their role in the success of the program. May the good Lord richly bless you all, granting the senior heroes of the nation. And welcome on everyone. My name is
Of course, with me in the commentary position, you just got a mention by the MC there, Captain Edward Senano Akako, with me in commentary position. The MC obviously acknowledging you there as well, and you say she is Flight Lieutenant
Elizabeth Falida to Salifu.
Okay, and she's still right acknowledging some of those who played a role. Mr. Dokono, the chairman of the organizing committee, being acknowledged there as well. Right, so time to wrap it all up. So it's been a very brief ceremony. We started with the arrival of the key figures who were invited to be part of this, and then we saw the Muslim and Christian prayers as well, and then there was the lighting of the perpetual flame, which you indicate its significance. Maybe just briefly reiterate that for us, even as we wrap up.
Sure. As I said earlier, the lighting of the perpetual flame actually signifies the burning of the spirit of patriotism, to keeping the spirit of patriotism high, not letting down the spirit. And as the flame continues to burn, it tells us that we should keep up the spirit of patriotism high, so that we as Ghanaians will continue to be proud and make our nation great and strong.
And then right after that we saw a very brief drill with the mass band as well.
Yes.
And you told us about the colors.
Yes.
And the significance of the colors as well.
Exactly. And the significance of the colors, because the colors are so important, they are escorted. And those who escort the colors are actually elite soldiers from detachments, because it is believed that soldiers don't turn their back to the enemy. So whenever the color is on parade, it is always escorted. And when the flag or the color is taken to battle, it is always jealously guarded, because if the color falls, that means it's the end of the troops who are actually at war. So you don't always allow the color to fall, or you don't also allow the color to fall into the hands of the enemy.
I see. And then we saw the 21-gun salute and the fly past of the Air Force.
Yes.
Well timed. As we wrap up, thank you very much. I've been in commentary position with Captain Edward Senanu Akako. My name is Abdul Haimuman. Captain, it's been exciting doing this with you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being a part of this coverage. We'll see you again next year, hopefully, when we would have returned to normal times. Have a very good morning. Bye-bye.